Counterargument involves acknowledging standpoints that go against your original argument and then reaffirming your own argument. The counterargument is a standard academic move that is used in argumentative essays because it shows the reader that you are capable of understanding and respecting multiple sides of an argument. Counterarguments are also important because they are often used in writing assignments. Typically, a counterargument will have two steps. First, you respectfully acknowledge evidence or standpoints that refute your argument. Then, you refute the stance of opposing arguments, typically utilizing words like although or however. In the refutation, you want to show the reader why your position is more correct than the opposing idea addressed. There are a few places that you can put a counterargument within an essay. First, the counterargument can be placed within the introductory paragraph to create a contrast for the thesis statement. Secondly, the counterargument may consist of a whole paragraph that acknowledges the opposing view and then refutes it. Lastly, a counterargument could be just one sentence that acknowledges the other side and then refutes it. Some students worry that using a counterargument will take away from their overall essay, but a counterargument may make an essay more persuasive because it shows that the writer has considered multiple sides of an issue. Studies have shown that considering multiple sides of an argument can increase critical thinking. Ultimately, considering the counterargument assists with conceptualization of the argument and makes for a better argument overall. Here is an example of counterargument using the topic of smoking on campus. I start by bringing up the other side of the argument. Admittedly, many students would like to smoke on campus. Some people may rightly argue that if smoking on campus is not illegal, then it should be permitted. So then, at the end, I reaffirm my own argument. However, secondhand smoke may cause harm to those who have health issues like asthma, possibly putting them at risk. Here's another example of counterargument using the topic of animal testing. I begin by addressing the other side. Some people argue that using animals as test subjects for health products is justifiable. To be fair, animal testing has been used in the past to aid the development of several vaccines such as smallpox and rabies. And at this point, I turn it around and try to reaffirm my argument with evidence. However, animal testing for beauty products causes unneeded pain to animals. There are alternatives to animal testing. Instead of using animals, it is possible to use human volunteers. Additionally, Carl Westmoreland suggests that alternative methods to animal research are being developed. For example, researchers are able to use skin constructed from cells to test cosmetics. If alternatives to animal testing exist, then the practice causes unnecessary animal suffering and should not be used. So as you can see in this example, I bring up the other side and attempt to reaffirm my own argument with facts and evidence. Thank you for watching our resource on counterargument. If you have any further questions, feel free to make an appointment at the UNR Writing Center, and if you would like to see more Writing Center resources, you can click on the link below.